but I ain't really give a about it, cause that's just what do, drop diss songs and
yeah.
It's concerned that this could lead to even more violence, more shootings in Jacksonville. That's because that is where this rapper was from, and he did have a long-standing history.
Imagine this, a high-profile case with twists so wild it feels like a crime movie. But it's all too real. The fallout from the passing of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio has left everyone glued to their screens. And the latest updates are nothing short of jaw-dropping, with the state pursuing the most severe penalties for some suspects and whispers of betrayal from within their own circle. The stakes have never been higher. And just when you think you've heard it all, the story takes another shocking turn. Let's dive in.
Well, Florida rapper Julio Foolio was shot in Tampa overnight. Foolio, whose legal name is Charles Jones, was celebrating his 26th birthday.
The legal system is pulling no punches. 3 suspects in the case, Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathright, and Rashad Murphy, are facing charges so severe that Florida has announced its intention to pursue the ultimate punishment. But here's the kicker. Alicia Andrews, the only woman in the group and reportedly pregnant, is notably absent from this grave motion. Why? Well, people are already piecing it together, and the consensus is clear: she's cooperating with the authorities. The internet wasted no time speculating with comments like she's singing already, that they offered her a deal to save herself. And judging by her courtroom demeanor, nervously biting her nails and avoiding eye contact, it's hard to argue otherwise. What's even more shocking is how Alicia's alleged cooperation began almost immediately. Footage of her calm and composed arrest had viewers predicting her next move. She walked down so chill, you'd think she was heading to brunch, not custody, one commenter joked. But behind closed doors, it seems the interrogation room saw a very different Alicia. Reports suggest she identified herself in surveillance footage, putting herself at key locations tied to Foolio's final mailers. And she didn't stop there. According to documents, she pointed the finger directly at her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, confirming he was the one driving the vehicle that trailed Foolio's entourage.
But a Jacksonville crime analyst believes that the shooter at large could be from a rival group in Jacksonville.
Here's where things get even messier. Alicia reportedly admitted that her boyfriend used her phone to communicate with others in the group, including those in a second car following Foolio. That phone activity combined with surveillance footage of the cars trailing Foolio from club to club paints a damning picture. And while Alicia claims they were just lost and turning around at the hotel parking lot where the incident happened, no one's buying it. The evidence doesn't lie, and her version of events sounds more like a poorly thought out alibi than the truth. But Alicia isn't the only one struggling to keep it together. Isaiah, her boyfriend, seems to have fully embraced the chaos of his situation. During a recent court hearing, he was spotted nodding his head to a diss track aimed at Foolio. Yes, you heard that right. The audacity of it all has left people speechless. He's acting like this is a music video, not a courtroom, one fan noted. Meanwhile, another suspect, Sean Gathright, took things to a whole new level of absurdity by trying to escape custody through the ceiling during his interrogation. If it weren't so serious, it'd almost be comedic.
I don't know him. I never seen him before in my life.
In person.
Never seen him before.
Isaiah's courtroom behavior has triggered widespread backlash online, with many criticizing his apparent lack of remorse and questioning whether he is taking the charges seriously. Some speculate that his actions are an attempt to maintain a hardcore street persona, while others view it as a sign of resignation to his fate. Critics argue that his demeanor suggests he knows the outcome is inevitable, and his antic may even work against him, as prosecutors reportedly plan to use his behavior as evidence of his indifference toward the gravity of the crime. The case against Isaiah is further strengthened by an overwhelming amount of evidence, much of it obtained through digital forensics. Investigators have uncovered text messages and call logs that not only place him at the scene, but also reveal chilling communications with other suspects leading up to the incident. One message, in particular, allegedly instructed an accomplice to stay close and not lose sight of the target. Combined with surveillance footage and witness testimony, the evidence portrays a carefully orchestrated operation, leading legal experts to conclude that such findings are nearly impossible to dispute. Meanwhile, Alicia's decision to cooperate has created a clear divide among the group of suspects. Sources close to the investigation claim that tensions have risen behind bars, with the remaining suspects turning on each other. Rashad Murphy, in particular, is said to be furious over Alicia's alleged betrayal, viewing it as a direct threat to his own defense. It was only a matter of time before this group started falling apart, one insider commented. When you're facing charges like this, alliances crumble fast. This internal discord could play a significant role as the trial progresses, with each suspect likely to point fingers in an attempt to save themselves. The drama doesn't stop there. In a bizarre twist, Isaiah was reportedly overheard making cryptic comments to his attorney during a recent meeting. According to court insiders, he hinted at bigger names being involved, fueling speculation that this case could extend far beyond the current suspects. While it's unclear whether this was a genuine claim or a last-ditch effort to muddy the waters, The possibility of additional players being implicated has left fans and legal experts buzzing. If Isaiah's telling the truth, this case could blow up in a way no one expected, one analyst noted. Only time will tell if this claim holds any weight, but for now, it adds another layer of intrigue to an already explosive situation.
Today in Tampa, 4 suspects accused in the shooting of Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones, known by his stage name Foolio, faced a judge in court.
And then there's David Murphy, the only suspect still evading authorities. His criminal record is as long as a CVS receipt, with past charges ranging from car theft to possession of prohibited items. Surveillance footage shows him wearing an orange ski mask during the incident, and authorities believe he may have fled the area entirely. While some speculate he's still hiding out in Jacksonville, others think he's changed his appearance and skipped town. Either way, the search for him continues, and his history only adds to the urgency of bringing him in. The backstory of this case is just as intense as the current developments. For Rashad Murphy, this wasn't just about Foolio, it was personal. Years ago, Rashad's younger brother lost his life in a violent altercation, and Julio reportedly disrespected his memory repeatedly in songs and social media posts. Tensions between their respective groups, KTI and 1200, had been simmering for years, with each side trading insults, diss tracks, and worse. It's a feud that's left a trail of broken lives in its wake, and Julio himself had spoken openly about surviving multiple attempts on his life.
I wasn't really dropping on World Star then I went to dropping on World Star for the first time, and like everything went to picking up, like my views, my following, and everything.
The most controversial twist in this saga centers on Foolio's longtime rival Yungeen Ace. Online speculation about Ace's potential involvement has reached a fever pitch, with some pointing to evidence they claim is too significant to overlook. Just hours before Foolio's passing, Ace posted a cryptic message on social media hinting that something significant was about to happen. Many fans believe the timing is suspicious, arguing that the post suggests prior knowledge. Others have noted Ace's history of mocking Foolio, including comments and interviews where he joked about Foolio's rumored connections to the supernatural, laughingly dismissing such rumors.
When he said that he thinks the beef will end sooner than later, it sounds like he wants to figure out a way.
Adding to the suspicion is Ace's response following Foolio's passing. He quickly released 2 diss tracks, both of which appeared to target Foolio. The timing of the releases has drawn criticism, with some arguing that dropping music so soon after such an incident raises serious questions. Critics wonder why he wouldn't stay quiet if he wasn't involved, suggesting the release was too perfectly timed to be a coincidence. However, others counter that Ace's quick move to release music could indicate innocence, reasoning that he wouldn't take such a public risk if he had anything to hide. The fan base remains deeply divided. Some believe Ace orchestrated the entire situation, citing years of taunts and ongoing rivalry as evidence. Others dismiss the speculation, viewing the drama as part of the entertainment industry's cycle of clout chasing and rivalries that occasionally escalate too far. The debate rages on with no consensus in sight.
So when I drop my I guess people felt like I was wrong, but I'm like, how I'm wrong, bro? I'm just defending myself and my brothers and my dead brothers and my team, you know what I'm saying?
Then there's the eerie activity on Foolio's own social media accounts. Posts and comments have continued to appear, even after his passing, leading some to believe his account was hacked. One particularly strange post referenced Foolio's belief in the supernatural, claiming you can't stop a demigod. Fans are torn between thinking it's all a sick joke and wondering if there's more to the story. Starting to think Foolio really knew how the spirit world worked and shook dice one last time, one fan wrote, adding to the growing list of conspiracy theories surrounding the case. As the legal proceedings unfold, one thing is clear, this story is far from over. With so many players, motives, and unanswered questions, the truth feels almost impossible to untangle. Will Alicia Andrews' cooperation lead to more arrests? Could Yungeen Ace face charges if new evidence comes to light? And what about David Murphy? Will he ever be caught? The twists and turns just keep coming, and fans are left waiting for the next bombshell. So what do you think? Is Alicia Andrews really cutting a deal to save herself? Or is there more to her story? And do you believe Yungeen Ace had any involvement, or is he just a convenient scapegoat? Let us know your thoughts, and stay tuned, this case is just getting started.